Hey all, this is Sean. It's first time on camera since I don't know about 8 years ago or so. So I'm sitting here in my car as it warms up. I just got out from the theater from seeing The Batman, and as my car warms up, it's freezing out here. What does my car say? It says -6. It feels like -20 out, man. Anyhow, the cold, frigid north. Um, so my initial thoughts about the Batman. Uh, Look, I went into this knowing it was gonna be a 3 hour movie. It's really 2 hours 46 minutes or so. I guess with credits, it's 3 hours. Um, I look. I think I think there's a drive towards making very serious Batman movies, and sometimes the fun of it is lost. So I'll give you the pros first. Pro, I think that I like the fact that there's a lot of Batman in this. I do like some of the moments with Batman, especially towards the end. I'll put a pin on that. Um, I did like the soundtrack. It's not overpowering, but it's not to the lofty heights of like something like Danny Elfman, for example. I do like that here and there, and we'll put a pin on this too. There are fun moments that aren't realistic in a movie that seems to want to be realistic. I think there's a lot of cool little features and things in there. They do hit some notes with some of the characters, especially villains. Wow, look at all the breath flying around here. I told you it's cold, man. For the cons, I don't know why this is almost 3 hours long. I feel like there's a lot of stuff in here built to fluff up the movie. There are a lot of different plot points. This person might have killed this person, but no, really, this happened, and this character is involved in a crime, but no, really, this one is, and this thing has something to do with this other thing. For the most part, if you were to add it all up and really follow along, it has nothing to do with the overarching point made at the end of the movie, and it doesn't really add up to the whole, which I feel is a little unsatisfying on first viewing here. I'm sure there's intricacies and stuff like that, but really, when you get right down to it, there's a lot of weird stuff that happens that in the moment, in a 2 minute or 4 minute moment, there's some drama, but really, in the round, in the whole of things, doesn't really add up. And there are some moments that fall flat for me. I think that there's some cool, neat concepts with Batman, but Batman himself is, and this is we're still in the cons here. Um, Batman is basically sort of a bumbler in the beginning, and I know that there's the excuse of, well, this is year two or whatever Batman, but I would like to see an expert Batman. Is that not hard to do? I don't get that. Towards the end, he seems a bit more Batman-y. But I don't, even though we saw an almost 3 hour movie, I don't really see how he got there, which is weird because that should be what this movie is about. I like the relationship between Batman and Gordon. They don't really explain it, but it's there. Like all of a sudden, Gordon, who's not commissioner yet, is all with the Batman and totally defends Batman and everything. Um, Overall, I think that the biggest weakness with this film is its length and and the fact that it just meanders and meanders and meanders. There's some characters that are great in this. Like John Turturro's great. Don't know what he's doing in this movie. You could take him right out of the movie and the movie isn't hurt for it. But my gosh, he's great in it. Um, Overall, I'm not mad at this right now. I'm sure others will convince me to be. Um, I honestly, honest to God, and I said this to my buddies today. After seeing it, I think this is probably for me better than the Nolan movies. There is the complaint that like Batman does a lot of skulking, and I feel like that's a stereotype of Batman now, that he's in shadows, he's in shadows, he's in shadows, and not really fighting or doing anything like that. For the pros, there is some detective work, but it goes to my con of, yes, there are plot points, but when you were to add up, if you were to add up all of that stuff, it doesn't equal a satisfying whole or a coherent narrative. And if you watch the end of the movie, if you were to watch the last 15 minutes of this movie and then double back to all the different plot points of who did what and what the conspiracies were, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not that it doesn't make sense, it just doesn't matter. So overall, right now I would give this a middle of the ground, probably 4.5 or 5 out of 10. That's not bad. You know that it's not that's not a bad score. It's okay. It's okay for now. It's not terrible for me right now. This is just what, like 5 minutes after having seen the movie. So that's my initial impressions. I think anyone who just sort of like likes Batman on a surface level, and like you grew up with the cartoons or something like that, or you know that Batman is just, you know, an entertainment commodity that you like to watch every now and again. I think you'll probably enjoy this. There might be some who have a problem with the length. I think there's a lot of posturing in this film, in terms of being serious and provocative, and if you were to really analyze it, the provocation and the seriousness, there's nothing there, you know. But overall, yeah, I'd say right now, middle of the ground, okay movie at 5. That could go lower. So those are my thoughts right now. Don't beat me up too much. That's just my opinion right now, and I'm sure a lot of people. It looks like a lot of people love this movie. So, you know, good for you. All right. Till next time. Hope my car is, yeah, it's getting there. I'll have to sit here for a bit. All right, take care.